What's up, everyone? I'm out with Ozark Overland Adventures, and this is Bluetti's Apex 300. I've done a few videos on this, but this one's going to be different. I am currently in western Utah. I've been in this area for a little over a week now, exploring central Nevada, and now into western Utah. If you're new to the channel, or if you've been gone for a while, or maybe you just came here for this video on the Apex 300, this is our new Ross Monster. It's based on a Ford F-350 with this beautiful conversion on the back, and it's our new full-time adventure rig. Now, this thing has one glaring problem, and that's when it is warm, like it is now, it doesn't have the battery capacity to really run the air conditioner overnight. When the air conditioner's on, it pulls just over 70 amps or just over 900 watts, which it has 660 amp hours worth of battery. That gives me about a 7-hour run time on if I'm running the air conditioner at night. And tonight, I'm going to need the air conditioner because at these lower elevations that I'm at now, it's currently mid 80s, and the low tonight is around upper 60s, lower 70s, somewhere in that range. That's the low, so higher than that when I'm actually wanting to go to bed. So I will be running the air conditioner tonight, which is why I brought this. So I brought this along because I knew I would need the extra power. And the great thing about this is this allows me to plug in the 30 amp from the Ross Monster into the Apex 300. The Ross Monster, converting to watt hours, has about almost 8,000 watt hours. This, bringing this along, gives me an extra 2765 for almost another 35% more power just by bringing this along. And now, obviously, this is big, it is heavy, but it's doable, it's movable. So I've just been storing this in the back seat, and normally I'd put it on the ground, but this is like super dusty, so I'm gonna put it here on the shelf. And what I'm gonna do tonight is plug the Ross Monster into this and run the air conditioner all night long and see how this goes. I suspect this will be drained, but I'll still have plenty of power left in the Ross Monster. That's my assumption. So we'll see. Now, if you're not familiar with the Apex 300, this thing is an absolute beast. So 2764.8 watt hours, a massive 3,840 watt inverter, which is why this can power this. What you're looking at here is, this right here is the Apex 300. The great thing about it is totally modular. So if you want to install this as a killer home backup solution, you can. They make a kit that allows you to wire in your home to this. If you want to install this as the power solution for a camper, the back of a truck camper topper, I actually showed this in another video with my wife's Gladiator, or in an RV or a van, something like the Ross Monster. There's another hub that I didn't bring with me because I knew I wasn't going to need it for this, but there's another hub that allows you to expand a bunch of DC ports, USB ports, a 50 amp Anderson plug that you can then expand and wire in your stuff with your trailer, van, RV, whatever. This thing is truly modular. So all I needed for this trip was this. So this is all I brought. It's also expandable. You can connect up to 3 of these together. And on those 3, you can attach multiple of Bluetti's expansion batteries. Doesn't matter if it's the B300K, B300S, B300, all the expansion batteries will work. And in total, you can have over 50,000 watt hours, 50 kilowatt hours of power as backup for your home. If you're in a disaster prone area, you can, get one of these, wire it into your van or RV or whatever. If you decide that's not enough power, you can buy expansion batteries and add those into it and have however much power you need. It charges super fast. Actually, on the way out here, I realized this wasn't fully charged. So I plugged this into the inverter in this and had this charged in about 2 hours. So I have this charging from the inverter in the truck. So I just run an extension cord through the pass-through and it's plugged in. I did limit it to 12 amps just to be safe. I don't know what my inverter is rated at, but it's still charging at almost 1400 watts. In 1.5 hours of driving, this will be fully charged. The Ross Monster was charging my batteries in here while that was charging this, and it was an awesome little setup. Tomorrow, when I leave here, I'll do the same. I'll plug this into the inverter, and I'll be charging this back to full capacity while I'm driving tomorrow. And it's really an incredible and versatile system.
And with Bluetti's app, I can monitor everything that's going on behind me.
If I had portable solar panels with me, which I don't, I could easily recharge this from solar. If you're using this as a home backup, depending on the configuration, this can accept over 30,000 watts of solar input, which is just absolutely mind-blowing that any power station like this can accept that much power. And two of the best things about this are, one, its lifespan. It's rated at over 6,000 cycles, and which is a very long time, and also has a 6-year warranty to back that up. And its price, right now at the time of this recording, it's $15.99, and when you divide that out based on the watt hours in here, it's only 58 cents per watt hour, which is ridiculous. That is ridiculously cheap. I say below 85 cents a watt hour is a good deal. This thing just blows that out of the water. Now, let's get this hooked up to the Ross Monster, and then a little bit later before I go to bed, I'll turn the air conditioner on, let it run all night long, and we'll check back in the morning. This plug goes in here, and then this, I'm going to try to keep it out of the dirt, out of the dust. And then this plugs in here. Now, if I turn on the AC ports, let's see what the Ross Monster pulls. Oh. Didn't have that plugged in well. So it's currently pulling almost 1,500 watts just to recharge the batteries up to 100%. So I'm going to turn this off for now and then turn it back on when it's time to go to bed. All right, it is 10:30 and time for bed. Let's turn this on. There it goes. All right, that should supplement what I need. All right, I've got the air conditioner on. And with the air conditioner on, I've still got .48 amps or about 640 watts coming into the system. Shows that it will run for infinity. Of course, the Apex 300 will run out of juice, but that's fine. It's only meant to supplement what I have and get me through the night with the air conditioner. So let's see what happens. Well, as expected, this is dead. But that's fine. It did exactly what it was supposed to. So now I can charge this as I'm driving this morning, and when I get to camp tonight, this will be fully recharged. If I'm in another warm environment like I am here, then I've got extra power to run my air conditioner. Or, you know, if something ever happens to the batteries or, you know, anything with the system in here, this makes a very solid backup solution for my Ross Monster. So super pumped. I think this is going to be a staple on our trips. It fits just perfectly in between the front and back seats. And once we get our seat delete, it'll have a nice little platform to just kind of live there. So perfect. So if you have a van or an RV or an overlanding trailer and needing either additional power to supplement what you have, or maybe you're building out a new one and need a solid power system for it and don't want to have to mess with all the wiring and all the install stuff that you need to do, Apex 300's got you covered. I'm really impressed with this thing. It is so versatile and so expandable and so inexpensive. It's really quite remarkable what all this thing can do. So link and all discounts and all that sort of stuff is in the description. If you would, you know, give us the YouTube love, like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you want to consider supporting the channel. Gain access to special events, special content, and all of our GPS data from our trips like this. And for all of our merchandise, go to shopoverlandapparel.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.